What's up? This is not a flattering angle. It's late in the day, but I just wanted to make this quick video before my phone dies. I know not a lot of people see this, but I feel like, sometimes someone can say, something and it reaches 1 million people. Nothing happens, it doesn't really reach them. But someone can say something to one person and it can have an impact on their whole life, which is, far greater. I just wanted to say that I've been off social media a lot, and I've been not consuming a lot of media in general, social media, all that, just kind of enjoying my life. And I will say that it's so strange. Like when I go on TikTok and stuff, there's so much content pushed to women that's anti-man, and content pushed to men that's anti-women. Like it calls them foids and says silence foid, or women only care about looks. And then for women, it's men are all going to cheat on you and stuff. And it's a concentrated push. It definitely is. The algorithm is pushing it 100% on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube. I can bet my reputation on it. I don't have a reputation to uphold, but I can bet that. And there is a what's the word I'm looking for? There is a concerted effort to make enmity. I don't know the word. To make enemies of the male and female dynamic. And I'm not saying you don't have to be traditional gender roles cooking and baking barefoot with a bunch of kids. No, not like that at all. I'm just saying there's a concentrated force to make women and men at odds in society, and it's unrealistic, because when you talk to the average girl, even one that has all these negative feelings about men in general, or men generalizations, or you talk to a man and he has these generalizations about women that are generally negative, on an individual basis they have positive, or they can quickly they meet someone and then they quickly becomes positive. And it's I think that men and women still need each other, and there's this weird effort to make them at odds in society, and you have to do this and do that and stuff. But it's no matter how independent a man is or how independent a woman is, the majority of human beings, we're mammals, we're social beings. The biggest man-hating woman ever, they always say, man-hating woman, she finds the man she doesn't hate. Or a guy who plays the field and is a player and just cheats on women, and then he finds a girl and he settles down with her. And it's at the end of the day, it's not, it's a concerted effort, and it's not healthy and it's not good, and it doesn't help people's mental health. And luckily I've pretty much avoided it in my life, because I always feel I see women, the male and female dichotomy, sort of as a line that runs through all of nature and the universe as a whole, yin and yang, where men and women really need each other. And it's not they need each other to do, it doesn't even have to take the form of actual actions. It's they balance off of each other. And when you see a happy couple and just walking, it's there's something magic there. And even people say, oh, it doesn't, monogamy and this and that, but it's even yes, but the monogamy thing is even some species of bats or different species in nature, or hunter-gatherer societies, they still have that monogamous bond where it's one man committed to one woman, and it's so powerful and stabilizing for both people. When you see a really good relationship that works. And all we do in our society is get inundated on TV with divorces, and this person divorced, and this person's cheating, and all this catching cheaters and catfish and this. And it's what if there was a show that showed happily married people? Because in our own lives, I know happily married people that have been married forever, and people that are happily married, their lives are better overall. But it never gets shown, it never gets pushed, hardly ever. And I just think, hopefully we can change that and recognize that men and women do need each other. And it's not you're incomplete or imperfect without a partner, but I'm just saying we really do need each other, and there shouldn't be this masculine versus feminine dynamic that's one triumph over the other, where men, be one of those social media influencers who goes around and demeans women and gets any woman they want but doesn't form a relationship, or a woman who just she plays the part of that on its head. And it's just I feel you can't wrestle. They say you can't wrestle with a pig. If you wrestle with a pig, you everyone gets muddy, right? Well, it's so ugly that I feel there is valid criticisms in society, but there's not enough content or any content that just shows a healthy masculine feminine bond where like two people are just happy. And yeah, I feel like it should be, hopefully that can be remedied, but I don't know, it's just something that was weighing on my heart. So